Hello, this is Corey the Keyblade Wielder, and we're back for another commentary. Disney versus Marvel Villains, Round 3. And let's get going. I also love this Kingdom Hearts theme. Well, in Round 1 we did Kingdom Hearts music, but this time it's in Round 3. Okay, Governor Radcliffe versus Baron Baron Zemo. He's preparing his armada for the war, to be a force to be reckoned with, until he noticed Baron Zemo has showed up to fight him. Oh, it looks like they're trying to run away! Run away! Run away! I don't know who Baron Zemo is. I don't know much of him. I mean, it's another example. Who are you and why should I care? Radcliffe has tricks up his sleeve. He's got a gun. Even from a horrible sequel of Pocahontas, it's pretty good editing. Looks like Radcliffe wins. What, is he scared of guns? Baron Zemo, that I mean. Until he's recruited by the Enchantress and Executioner. Next fight, oh yeah, Pete versus Rhino. Okay, I do love in the description that you put Kingpin fears that since Sykes tried to take over territory, other Disney villains might try to as well. Way to call them out by their title, dude. Okay, I'm crossing my fingers to know if it's the Rhino from Spectacular Spider-Man. So he gets the call to Rhino, and no. Okay. I was hoping for the Spectacular Spider-Man version of Rhino, but this Rhino is just ridiculous. Another reason why I don't like the 90s Marvel cartoons. Okay, he sends him to fight Pete. Yeah, Kingpin sends Rhino to fight Pete, of course. Okay, look at this dude. He does not look like a supervillain. He looks like a wrestler in a Halloween costume, just wearing it like, I'm gonna commit crime by wearing a Halloween costume of a rhino. Just look how silly he looks. Looks like Pete has a lot of traps. Two of the biggest brutes fighting each other. Pete, the big brute of Disney, and Rhino, the big brute of Marvel. Pete wins, and he's got recruited by Jafar. Next fight, Scar versus Kraven the Hunter. Interesting, we have Scar and Kraven having a battle. Look, interesting you're using the Marvel hyenas as Scar's hyenas. Okay, dude, why are you backing down? Run away! Kraven wins. Next fight, Mace Malone versus Tombstone. Two villains that I do know. Yeah, after Sykes' death, and Mace Malone gives Sykes, where he's in his grave, a rose. Mace Malone is from Gargoyles, and he's an Illuminati. As you all know in my fan commentary of Disney versus non-Disney villains war round part 2, round 1, I mentioned there were the Illuminati in there, and they're the villains. He gets a visit from Tombstone. Thank you for using the Spectacular Spider-Man 1. he took over Kingpin Bill Sykes' territory after his death. Like, because Mace Malone gets to invite him over. And of course, if you've seen Gargoyles, you know he does traps in buildings. Like door traps, window traps, door to doors, and all that stuff. Let's just say, I think Tombstone would be a much better big businessman villain than Kingpin. I don't know, I think Kingpin is better off being a Daredevil villain. In my opinion, that is. Whoa! These two get to fight one-on-one now. Okay. One animation error. See this glass? Just focus. You know how the glasses are standing up? They're standing, yeah, they're still there. Look where my mouse is at. While this dude is climbing. Just focus where my mouse is at. He's swinging, he's gonna jump through it, and the glass is still on the ground. The sharp. Okay. And see that? That would have hurt. No. There's no way you can survive that. Here's how you would have happened. If you jump on the glass with your belly on it, you would get impaled. And you would die from it. I'm just saying, that's kind of the issue. They could have just edited that out of there. I mean, the guys who made Gargoyles. I'm just saying, that's how it should have happened. Oh, Tombstone has the key. And now Mace Malone is trapped in the building. Now he'll never be seen again. Next fight, Coyote versus Ultron. Xanatos send Coyote to take out Ultron. I only know Ultron from Avengers Age of Ultron. He was a very sassy robot. That doesn't look like Ultron. It looks like a muscular Ultron. Yeah, Coyote is basically Xanatos' robot version of him, or his cyborg version of him. Whoa! That was a quick fight, dude. Next fight, for the dude's name, I know him from X-Men Evolution. Jafar versus Mesmero. Oh yeah, Professor Xavier's enemy. Jafar's mysterious employer sends Jafar to take out Mesmero and keep him from reviving Apocalypse. Basically the Marvel villain. Whoa! Did you just edit that? That was kind of weird. It's like his face stretched. Man, Jafar wins. Okay. Now for the epilogue. Okay, at first when I saw that, I thought, wait, The Wasteland? That was before Epic Mickey got to be released, back when I was in middle school. And when I watched, I was like, whoa, are we getting like the Mickey Mouse villains, like the Mad Doctor? And any other obscure Disney villains or something? Until... Oh no! Look at the building, and look. Do you recognize that symbol? Yep! We have Nazis in a Disney villains related war. Here's after that I said, well, what I read is as part of Frollo's as per Frollo's instructions, the Red Skull travels to Naziland in the cartoon Wasteland to find it completely inhabited by Nazis. I hope they did not take over Wasteland. I don't want to imagine Oswald to get killed. Skull is impressed and recruits them for his army. Okay, if you guys don't know why there's Nazis in a Disney cartoon, this was back during World War II. And one of the CIA asked Disney to make a lot of propaganda cartoons. And I mean, there's a lot of them. There's Education for Death, The Viewer's Face, which features Donald Duck. There's a whole lot of them. You guys should look into this. I'm surprised both Frollo and Red Skull want Nazis. Why would they need Nazis? Then we see in the Forbidden Mountains, we see Jafar recruiting Ursula, Captain Hook, and Pete. Okay, this is mostly the footage of the House of Mouse, and you guys know I do not like the House of Mouse. It's cheesy. It was just cheesy, and it's crappy, and also, because I do not like how they made the Disney characters completely cartoony. Yes, they're animated, but that don't mean they are Looney Tunes. If it's Mickey Mouse and his friends, yes, but not on Aladdin, Little Mermaid, etc. And I know this footage is from like Mickey's House of Villains, is where all the Disney villains took over the House of Mouse. I'm like, oh, we're getting all the villains getting revenge on the heroes and from all the humiliation while taking over the House of Mouse. And well, it turns out they kicked all the heroes out of the club and had the no hero sign policy to go, you can't join the club, and watching Disney cartoons while drinking, and I really hate the House of Mouse. And it turns out Jafar's mysterious employer is, of course, Maleficent. Who would be surprised? And among the other members, there's Hades. Jafar is just not pleased with this. Wait, did these two like hate each other or something? Then we see Frollo recruiting Governor Ratcliffe for his alliance. Then we see the Mandarin, after from his recovery, is looking for one of the pieces of his own ring. Because that's going to be in most of this war, huh? So that was Disney versus Marvel villains, round 2. And that's pretty good. So, yeah, this is Coyote, the Keyblade Wielder 2. May your heart be organic. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe.